So in 2021, we got to witness something special, and not just special, but truly momentous. Something that would forever change football, and yet almost nobody talked about it. Well, okay, that's not true. They did talk about it, but they didn't talk about the implications so much. So let me help you see the future for a second. And to see the future, we have to look back at the past. Back to a Lions versus Ravens game where the Lions, in an early slide this season, look like they're about to win their first game of the season as Justin Tucker lines up for an absolutely unheard of 66-yard field goal, which is just crazy, right? As it has the longest kick beat of 64 yards, which was made by a Legatron kicker known as Matt Prater, and he made that kick in Mile High, just like many of the other longest field goal kicks of all time. So to attempt a kick like this only 600 yards above sea level is absolutely unheard of, even if you do have arguably the greatest kicker of all time. But Tucker lines up. He does something weird though. He takes another step back than usual. And as the ball is coming in, he does a little skip step into his regular step to get him a hair more momentum. And 66 yards later, a new record is set. And while it may seem like a one-off gimmick, let me tell you why this is going to be such a big deal. This doesn't just represent something that only one kicker can do. If he had taken his regular steps and drilled this, we'd all just be talking about how great of a kicker Jay Tuck is. But now we have something totally different, as for the first time since the soccer style kick was brought into football, we have a form change at the position and an actionable game plan for how to pull this off. I mean, heck, the Ravens staff trusted him enough to put the game on the line with a kick once again this year against the Jaguars with the 67-yard attempt. And one thing you have to imagine is that if the coaches are testing a kicker's range, they're almost never going to do the longest they've ever seen them hit. So if Justin's being allowed to attempt the 67-yarder in game, you have to imagine that the coaches have seen him hit this from at least 72 yards with this style. And the way the kicking world works, if you think Justin Tucker is the only one who's put this into their arsenal, you're smoking crack. Tucker hitting a 66-yarder with that form spelled a change in the kicking world that's 20 years coming, as our kickers nowadays have gotten so much better than they were when the 63-yard record was set in 1970 by Tom Dempsey. And now we're going to see that record likely be broken into the 70s within the next 5 years, mark my words. And it all started on this one legendary kick.